What's up everyone, it's TK here. I hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday. Today I brought in a couple of things I wanted to share with you guys, and also 2 weeks worth of comics, so stick around. Alright, so the first things I want to talk about are these two, items that I have here. One is a book that was given by my boy Jonas, hooking me up for my birthday, so that's pretty awesome. It's the Batman Files. It's amazing. It has newspaper articles in it. It has all kinds of stuff. It has blueprints of like the Batcave, the Batmobiles. It has police reports of crimes that went down, of what was going on. Even like a birth certificate it has in there. I was looking through it. I haven't read it yet. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So the second item is the Pennywise NECA figure. It's the 7-inch figure. I do have the one before this, and I did post it up on Instagram, but this was the ultimate. Like this one, I guess the only difference it had was the blood on it, like the blood and the cover. Obviously the whole box is different. You get the whole Pennywise the clown there, and I Love Dairy balloon. I don't know if you guys, bam, right there, you guys can see it. Anyways, so yeah, so the spine itself is different, and the back, it features the different ways you could set up the figure itself. That's how it looks. I'm sorry, there's a glare, but it's the only way I could show you. I might open up the other one that I have just to see how it is in person, just to show you guys. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know, and depending on how many people let me know, then I'll be like, you know what, let me do it. Anyways, so yeah, so this I bought at GameStop. It's the GameStop exclusive. Again, my boy Jonas hooked me up with the Batman Files book. I did finally complete the set of the Gargoyles. My boy Fahad hooked me up with Goliath, the last person I needed in the Gargoyle series in the Funko Pops. So that's pretty awesome. Again, I loved it. I'm cool. I'm cool. You hear me? It's cool. I can't wait to show you guys. I don't have it with me today, but in the next video I will show it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited I completed that set. Will I pick up more? There is one that dropped like 2 days ago, I think, in GameStop. It's the Jim Lee Hush Funko Pop. And I told you, I don't collect these. I don't collect these pops whatsoever. The only ones I collected was the Gargoyles series. But Jim Lee is my favorite artist in comics, in general, actually. So, if, maybe I'll pick that one up too. If my girl doesn't give me the hands, then, I'll pick that up. And if she does give me the hands, then I'll still pick. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into the comics. So I didn't make a video last week. Sorry for that. But I do have 2 weeks of 2 weeks worth of comics. Last week comics, I picked up like about 4 comics. Last week comic drop, whatever. I picked up about 4. So, it's a really good amount that I have today, so I'm happy for that part. I'm good with that. So let's jump right into it. The first comic book is Infinity War #2. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. Anyways, I'm liking it. The series has been great. These 2 issues in. This issue was action-packed. It had a lot of things going on. We learned Gamora's the person in the hood. Sorry if you guys didn't know and I just spoiled it for you, but whatever. She cuts off Thanos' head. Right now she has the I'm calling it the power sword. I don't know what they call it. I don't know if they have a name for it. But she has a sword that has the power gem, stone, whatever you want to call it, inside of it. And she cuts off Thanos' head, and then she takes it with her, and then he's still talking to her mentally. I don't know what's going on there. But cuts to the scene where she interrupts this whole group meeting that was going on, and everybody there, well, the stones are there. Most of the stones are there. So she goes in, She's like, hey, listen, Star-Lord gets in her way, and she's like, yo, I'll mess you up right now. I'll kill you for this. And it's all about her finding that other part of herself in the Soul Stone, which is kind of weird. What I did like and didn't like, I'm gonna cut scenes. There's other things going on, but I'm gonna just cut to the chase. But the one scene that I did like, but I didn't like, and I'm about to yeah, that part was cool. So I guess I'll read it to you. It says, from start to finish, it took weeks to secure the Power Stone. I held reality within minutes. Then seconds later, I had time in mind. So she tricks the Avengers, she tricks the superheroes that were there with the reality stone. And somehow in minutes, she takes away everybody's stone. And now she wields all the stones. Now she has all the stones. She cuts off Adam Warlock's head. Again, she's just chopping heads. And then finally she meets herself in the Soul Stone. And she's like, oh my god, the part of me I've been missing and stuff like that. Whatever. It cuts off at the end with Loki and her chilling. And, you know, coming together. And they're about to go do something or something like that. Alright, so the next issue is Justice League number 6. Number 6 from last week as well. With Jim Lee's art. Starts off with the Joker and who he is, and is he a comedian? Was he the comedian? The Red Hood, whatever. The totality still going on. The Ultra Core is still there. They're trying to learn things. They're trying to see what's going on. Batman comes back. There's a great battle scene between Batman and Lex Luthor. You guys should check this comic book out. I don't know why you wouldn't. But yeah, there's like a great battle, I feel like, you know. And it's all about the scenery of where they at and where they're located. So right now they're located in Superman's body. That's funny. So they have this fight scene in Superman, inside of Superman. And the worst part is that the Joker comes in to help Lex Luthor. And the way he helps him is take control of Martian Manhunter, which he was in control. And use his, you know, his weird Martian powers, and he's like trying to mess up Batman by going into Superman's like eyeballs and all these holes and ears, and it's just weird but awesome. I loved it. It's cool. So yeah, after the fight, Batman ends up with all his limbs broken, his arms, his legs. Yeah, the Ultra Core is still going on. I don't know how you guys feel about that. How do you guys feel about the whole new Lantern spectrum that is, you know, that unfolded because of Lex Luthor and stuff like that? I don't know. How you guys feel about this issue in general? I would like to know. I know DTC members would like to know. Mo, I think Mo's not enjoying it as much as I am, but I'm sticking around. It ends with Earth being a White Lantern. And yeah, so again, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of new things coming into play. You know, with the Source Wall, with the totality, we still don't know. Lex Luthor has this doorknob with some crazy power. You know, I hope they start explaining things better there. Next one is Batman number 53. Number 53. Tom King again. A lot of people don't like this, you know, surprisingly to me. I like it. I find it a whole new aspect of things, you know, a whole new way of seeing things. Bruce Wayne is on the jury. He's playing that side of like, is this guy guilty or not? And Batman's the one, you know, usually decides that. So the story is called Cold Days. This is part 3. This is also from last week. Bruce Wayne goes into all these, you know, all this religious thing. I don't know how I feel about that, because it's Batman. I don't like, you know, him going too religious. But you know, it's crazy because it is about Mr. Freeze. It is about his case. It is about what's going on. It is about the jury. It is about Batman being right or wrong. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately about how he feels about what happened to him. About the whole situation between him and Selena Catwoman. You know, she left him hanging on that rooftop. That sucks. They're supposed to get married. He's feeling the after effects. He's questioning himself, trying to find who he is. It ends with, I need to remember who I am. Women. Huh? Women. Anyways. Tom King, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. Ooh, X-Men, The Extermination. This is the last book of last week that I picked up. You know, the whole extermination with Beast bringing the X-Men from the past into the future and all of this things going on. Remember, I wasn't reading X-Men, so this is actually the pickup point for me. You know, I did a little research, I did a little background research, but it starts off with Cyclops having a conversation with what's her name? Bloodstorm, is it? Yeah, Bloodstorm. So he's having a conversation with her. This is the younger version of Cyclops. He's there. He's at a restaurant. And he's like trying to tell her his feelings and stuff for her and stuff like that. She's a vampire, which is cool. Cyclops with a vampire. It's pretty far-fetched, but it was pretty cool. But then, you know, she dies. Cyclops just can't be happy, and she dies right in front of his eyes. These group of whatever the hell you want to call them comes in and kills her. And Cyclops goes into that deep mental state of like revenge and, you know, my girl and all of that. So he calls for help. Iceman tries to come, but on his way he's getting shot at. So he's like, oh, and he's getting shot at. Doesn't know who's shooting at him. He's trying to, you know, bring him out, like, you coward, come out and fight me, whatever. And then Nathan Summers, if it's not Cyclops' grandson, to the rescue. Comes in. You know, Cable's a funny character in comics for me, just because he comes in at the most randomest times, anyways, he comes in and saves his life, saves Iceman's life, and, you know, cutscene, everybody regroups, they like, we need to find out who did this, we need to find out Cyclops is, you know, my wife, my love, not his wife, but, you know, the girl that he was supposed to have feelings for, but she was gonna leave, and I don't know. And then at the end, we find out that the shooter comes out and he kills, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been doing that, I've been, you know, spoiling everything, but he kills Nathan Summers, he kills Cable. This little, you know what, I'm gonna show you a picture of him so you can see who I'm talking about. So, blam! I don't know if that's the best picture in the comic book, but that's the guy in the hoodie. Everybody wears hoodies nowadays. And then to come, you know, it comes out to be that that guy in the hoodie is Nathan Summers' Cable. So I don't know how I feel about this. You know, got two Cables, one young, one old, one died. It's my first time reading X-Men in a long time. Hopefully it grows on me. Hopefully this storyline continues its path and I grow to like it. Right now it's like, it's whatever. Didn't like the whole Nathan Summers and Cable dying and the younger. You get me? I'm not about that. So, alright, so now we're gonna kick into into this week's comics. And this might be my pick of the week. I'm not sure, I haven't gone through it yet, but I think this is my pick of the week, and it's Venom. Venom number 5, issue number 5. Boom! That's Venom with wings right there, ladies and gentlemen. With wings. He's looking like a gargoyle. Yeah, he's looking like a gargoyle. I'm loving it. I'm still loving it. It's not even like it's a newfound love. I've been loving it from the beginning. It starts off with Venom. He has these new powers. He's since he was connected to Null, the symbiote god, he's gained some knowledge of what he can do, of the powers he has. So, oh man, we get this beautiful splash page right here. and it's just awesome. He's with Miles Morales. That's Spider-Man. It's funny how they mention they call Miles Morales Spider-Man and Peter Parker Spider-Man, and it's just weird. You get me? I don't know. I don't like calling them both Spider-Man. They should be unique in a way, as in like a different name for each other. But yeah, so he's with Spider-Man. He's learning things. He lets him be. It looks like this is gonna be the end of Miles Morales in this, that we see, because he leaves him hanging. I forgot where. He drops him off somewhere and leaves him hanging. But it goes deeper into the story of what's going on, who's behind things, and we see that Venom, he goes back to see Rex, that guy Rex, the old Venom symbiote guy, I guess you want to call him. I don't know what you want to call him, but that's what I'm gonna call him. Anyways, so he's like, yeah, all this time I thought, you know, it was me or it was Venom, and this is in that, blah, blah. Boom! At the end of that conversation, he just slices him right in the head, stabs him right in the head, the whole head explodes. And Rex is also a symbiote. So he's like, I'm sorry, this is not what I wanted, la da da. I just wanted to get away from No, I just wanted to get away from the Horde. Is it the Horde? Am I getting this mixed up? Well, you know, the other symbiote. So finally, they come to an agreement like, hey, listen. We cannot, somehow, we gotta stop this god, this symbiote god. We don't have the power to, but maybe if we combine forces, we can. And they literally combined forces. Like, you know, like symbiote attached to each other. So now there's like three beings in one body. So you got Eddie Brock, we got Venom, and we got Rex. And this is him right here. But damn, I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see that? Can you guys say yes? Nod your head. Anyways. So yeah, now they're in the ultimate mission to go fight No. It was pretty cool. I loved how they mentioned Thor in it. I really do, like the whole battle between Thor and No. Now No is a god that is affected by light. That's his weakness, is light. I'm telling you, I'm loving this comic book. I'm loving everything. The one thing I disliked about it was the end. And the end, it shows, you know, Venom is in the room. He's in a room full of weapons. Like, yeah, we're gonna bring the thunder. With guns and stuff like that. And I don't want to see Venom with guns. You get me? I don't want to see. That's not cool to me. I mean, I love guns, but I don't want to see him with guns. I want him to be his monstrous part. But I guess he needs weapons to fight this guy. Makes sense. And to fight everybody else. I'm loving it. It's cool. It's enjoyable. Can't wait for the next issue. And yeah, so the next comic we have here is the Sentry. Number 3. I got the Fantastic Four covered. Excuse me. Simply because they didn't have the other cover. This cover is, I can't even, like, Human Torch is just flames. I mean, I know he's supposed to be flames, but there's no distinction in his face. Like, what's his cheeks and his lips. Not that I'm looking at his lips, but yeah. So it comes up. So this is a backstory of what happened in Sentry 1 and 2, like how the evil guys, if you want to say it, you know, the Sentry's partner, his friend, his man's, his sidekick, how he came up with this master plan to combat against Sentry and to help himself and to live as a powerful being, because that's his ultimate goal, is to be someone powerful, to feel what it is to be a superhero again. And he hates that he's missing an arm, that his life sucks right now. So he goes to see, what's his name, Cranio. So they start talking, they start formulating a plan. He's like, hey, listen, I'll help you, you help me, and we make this happen. I want to become the new Sentry. So this was everything that happened before the whole situation in issue 2. So Cranio comes back. The sidekick comes back. I forget his name. His name is... what is his... Billy Turner. Yeah, Billy Turner. I forgot his superhero's name, but I don't care about his superhero name. I don't even care about him. But yeah, do I like this comic? Do I like this series? I'm giving it a chance. The whole thing is building up to a fight between two Sentries. That's what the whole thing is building up. I'm telling you again, Sentry is just a hard character to write for, like to create. Even the next issue cover just doesn't look compelling. Like it doesn't grab my interest. I'm gonna keep reading it until this story arc ends, and I'll see from there what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do with this Sentry. I don't know how Mo feels about it. We haven't spoken about it, but I think he feels somewhat the same. I don't know. I'm not gonna put words in his mouth, but I'm actually interested in what he thinks about it. The next comic book is Punisher #1, numero uno. I almost forgot there. All right, Punisher #1. Let me point out, the cover is amazing. It's great. It has Manhattan in the Bronx. Manhattan in the Bronx. If I had Queens, I would have been like, yo! But Manhattan in the Bronx is also well. I travel everywhere in the city. So, yeah, this comic book, it was so action-packed. You know, Hell Hydra is up in here. Hydra, the Force, the Hydra agents are here. A couple of villains were shown. We got Baron Zemo. Yeah, we got Baron Zemo. We got the Mandarin. We got this cool pick in the fire, in the blazing heat. The Punisher. The Punisher, yeah. It was great. It was about securing the package. Zemo has this big plan. He's trying to get some power, some respect. He's trying to get votes. All this, you know, all this government thing going on. This diplomacy and democratics and bureaucracy and all of that going on. And the Punisher's just doing what he do best. Just shooting, just killing people like it's nothing. That's how had to be a Marine too. Yeah. 0311, right? Better be an 0311. Anyways, so he's killing people. He's trying to get this package. Everybody fears him. At the end of the day, the Mandarin speaks to Tony Stark. Tony Stark's like, whatever you got planned, I'm gonna shut it down. And then we get some crazy surprise right here. The Mandarin himself, shot by a bullet that cannot be stopped. The Mandarin thought he could stop it, but he couldn't, and it's still going and it's still going until it hits his eyeball. It's his eyeball. You see, that was kind of confusing because the bullet goes all the way to his eyeball, right? You see the eyeball right here? Goes all the way to the eyeball, and it's like right there. And then the next picture shows the bullet hit his head. So that was pretty weird. But yeah, we see so it's the original Punisher. Everybody's out to look for him again. He just killed, well, he supposedly killed the Mandarin. I still don't see evidence in that. But yeah, so everybody's out for him. The next issue is called The Punishment, World War Frank, which sounds cool. Sounds like World War Hulk. But yeah, why is the champions, contest of champions everywhere? Yeah, Punisher #1. It was great. The next runner-up is #6 of Avengers. It continues the battle with the Celestials, these big beings, ancient beings, godly. I don't even know if they're godly. I think they're above God level. They go all the way back in time between, you know, the fight between the old Avengers, like with the Black Panther, the first Black Panther, Ghost Riders, Odin, and all of this. Yeah, so we see some crazy battle going on. Everything's crazy, everything's happening. Ghost Rider's fighting. Ghost Rider's my favorite character, if you guys didn't know, in Marvel. And you know, we get to see a little bit more of him in this. And they teased, or they showed the next story, what's gonna happen, and it's about the first Ghost Rider. So it's gonna be based on the first Ghost Rider. They're gonna I don't know if it's gonna be the whole story. It's just gonna be a talk about the Ghost Rider, I'm guessing, and it's pretty cool because the picture they show at the end, it's Ghost Rider on a mammoth, so that's pretty cool. You should check that out. Get into the story where we find out that the Celestials had a plan for humanity, and humanity was like the infection of Earth, and it was destroying Earth in a way. But we also find out that the Celestials needed the humans, needed mankind, so that they can get rid of the virus that's killing them or that killed them, and that's the Horde. And so the Avengers find that out. They come up with a plan to destroy them, and get to the point where they like, oh listen, the only way to do it, Iron Man gets a vision for somebody before, and he's like, the only way to do this is to come together and combine energies, combine power. And bus decided to pass by. Anyways, to combine energies, to combine powers, and that's what they did. And in doing so, we get a little like mind swapping, like, oh my god, Thor actually did kiss She-Hulk and stuff like that. And he does it again. It's not this. It's you know, it's not something you see every day between She-Hulk and Thor. But yeah, so they get rid of it and everything like that. The next mission is to go into, I think, a Celestial to take out all the rest of the Horde and stuff like that. So they start fighting, la la la. Loki at the end like, haha, welcome back, Avengers. So it's all the story building up to like the Avengers team coming back together and fighting the Celestials and fighting, you know, the villains that need to be fought. But yeah, for that comic book, I liked it, but on top of that, it's like you're going against the Celestials, and I feel like it needed to be different. Like it needed to be up to that level. Like the power levels weren't balanced out. That's what I'm saying. You can't have Iron Man and Captain America fight these celestial beings. You could have Odin and Galactus and all these, you know, huge names out there. Thanos, even Apocalypse could fight. You know, could put up a fight. But these guys, I don't know. But I liked it. I like this issue. I'm gonna continue reading that. Next up is Justice League Dark number 2. Number 2. As I said in my previous video, I loved number 1. Number 2 is pretty cool as well. I love the magic world. I love the sorcery. Finally, they get to the point of going to meet Dr. Fate, because you know you can't have all of this sorcery and magic going on without Dr. Fate in the picture. So they finally go. Swamp Thing, the gorilla, not gorilla, chimpanzee, monkey with a Zatanna, Man-Bat, which is still weird. So yeah, they go to the what was it? The Tower of something, the something tower, the tower. It's where Dr. Fate is at. So they go there. Yeah, the tower is a simple. Nope, that's not it. Tower of Fate, that's what it's called. It took me that amount of time to come up with that name when I said Dr. Fate like 5 times and Tower like 6. Anyways, they go there. It's in Salem, Massachusetts. That's pretty awesome. If you guys don't know about Salem, Massachusetts, that's where the witches were and stuff like that. I'm also a big fan in like supernatural stuff, even in the show Supernatural. So yeah, just FYI. That's probably why I like this comic book so much. So we get the whole scenery with Dr. Fate, like Wonder Woman. They want to talk to Nabu, you know, the one behind Dr. Fate, the Sorcerer Supreme himself in DC. And they go again. We get like a little thing between Swamp Thing and Constantine. We get a little discussion about with Constantine and Swamp Thing. I guess Swamp Thing's holding things back. He's not telling the full truth. Constantine's always smoking. But yeah. So it comes to find out. Let me see the end of this. Anyways, yeah. I'll show you guys this person, whatever he is. It comes to find out that Nabu is the bad guy. is the villain, is the one opening the doors for the darkness to come through. And he simply wants to get rid of magic. That's all he wants to do, is get rid of magic. He's tired of it, I guess. Yeah, he wants to get rid of it. Darkness comes, whatever it is. Then we got this person right here. I don't know who he be, but we got him upside down. So the next one, it says magic turns upside down. Yeah, so I'm looking forward for the next one. I liked it. Wasn't as good as the first one, but I definitely liked it. Actually, it's probably the same amount because Dr. Fate came into the story. I love Dr. Fate, just like I love Doctor Strange. Both Sorcerer Supreme, both Sorcerer Supreme, kind of. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm liking it. There's a lot of comic books I'd be liking. I think the least favorite was probably like Sentry, I believe. Sentry and the one I'm about to do. So Batman Detective Comics number 987. We got the Outsiders. They finally formed. Black Lightning is in charge of them, and that's about it. The story arc finishes it. There's a big thing about Brainiacs, whatever. Nothing crazy. Brainiac's not even in this for that long. They get over the story of Karma. Karma's finally defeated. Again, the Outsiders are formed. I think Batgirl's gonna join, or is she in, or whatever. Black Lightning's running it. And yeah. Oh look, Doomsday Clock. Anyways. So we have to see what happens there. I mean, again, Batman Detective Comics right now has not been one of my favorites. It's been okay, it's been good. It's not that it's bad in any way. It's just not up there. So with Sentry's been, it's been okay, but it's slowly turning into like, nah, I'm not about it. And that's because of the story itself. Justice League Dark, great. Avengers 6, okay. Punisher number 1 was pretty cool. Venom number 5, the best. Probably, yup. My pick of the week was this. Venom number 5. Just at the end, they killed it with the guns. But other than that, Extermination from last week, it's okay. It's building up. Cyclops is doomed. He's missing his girls. Tom King's Batman number 53 still has my attention. I don't understand how people dislike it. I mean, I could see why, and I see their reasoning, but it's just like, yo, we can't always have like Batman fighting, you know, villain. Like, we need some change up. And I feel like this kind of changed with the Jury, with Bruce Wayne and versus Batman. The only thing that killed it was the religious part. I understand that. It was kind of weird. It is everything. But again, Batman's he's trying to recover. He's trying to find himself after Selena Kyle just left him hanging. We got Justice League number 6. Again, a difficult comic to follow, but I'm also liking it. The Ultraviolet Core is in. Lex Luthor having all this power, the totality. They're going to the totality. The Source War was broken. You know, there was that whole theory about what if Marvel was on the other side, and that would have been cool. That would have been a build-up, but you know, that's pretty hard. Infinity Wars is another great comic that I'm following. So yeah, you know, with the whole Gamora cutting, slicing. Again, the cool and the bad part. The cool part is like, yo, she took the stones like it was nothing, real quick, in seconds. The bad part is the same thing. She took the stones that quick. Like, yo, what the hell? Like, damn, Gamora? I understand she's the daughter of Thanos, but we got all these. We got Doctor Strange. We got Captain Marvel. You can't just Adam Warlock just like that. Anyways. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Jonas, once again, thank you for picking up Batman Files for me. It's amazing. I took a couple of glances. I opened the book, flipped through pages, and it was pretty cool. They have the police reports, all this. It's like a detective book, and I love it. Here again, we got the Ultimate NECA Pennywise figure, 7-inch. I picked it up. I loved it. I loved the blood on it, the blood in the mouth. The other one doesn't have blood, but the other one featured more things in it, like different heads. It had the Georgie boat with Georgie's name on it. That was pretty cool. This one just has Georgie's arm, the balloon. I mean, it was pretty pricey, but I'm liking these figures. I picked up the Terminator 2 just because I got it for a good price. Terminator 2, the T-1000. Ultimate figure, so I'll be showing that as well. In the next figure, I'll show you guys the Goliath that my boy Borg Fahad picked up for me. Thank you again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have subscribed or anything like that, just make sure you click the notification button. You'll be seeing us more. Mo and I did go on Instagram. We did go live. So if you guys want to catch us sometimes on real time, ask us any questions, give us thoughts about what you think about anything that's going on in comic book worlds, the action figure worlds, the Batman files. I heard there's a Superman files. Anything you guys want to talk about, just bring it up. Anything with superheroes, just bring it up on that chat. We'll go live multiple times. Yeah, hopefully we get Mo on the next video. If not, then, you know, I'll continue doing it. I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. I'm about to go enjoy this day. It's hot as hell. Gotta run, but see you guys later.